If you're new here, I'm Heidi, and this is my husband Matt and our adventure dog Teddy. We recently sold up our beloved property, bought a big 4x4 van, and have decided to give full-time travel life a go. Our channel, Horton Adventures, shares with you the journey so far, from four-wheel driving, camping, now van life, and all the highlights and realities of taking the road less travelled. Good morning. It is a frosty but very sunny one here in mid-Canterbury this morning, and that means I'm going to go and put the portable solar blankets out and gain some of that solar for our batteries this morning. And I thought I would bring you along for a day in the life vlog and what it's kind of like, sort of half living in the van but also house sitting at present. So let's spend the day together. Should we go, Teddy? Oh, it's glorious. So it probably looks like there is lots of frost and condensation on the inside of the windscreen in the morning, and there is a wee bit, but there's actually not as much as it kind of looks like most of it is actually on the outside. So in the morning I just grab my glass cloth and give it a bit of a wipe down, and then there's actually ice right down the bottom. You can see it on the windscreen. It was a frosty morning. But if it's not frosty, we pretty much don't get any condensation on the inside of the van. But if it is frosty and we've had the diesel heater going on all night and we've been breathing in here all night, and then obviously not having as much of the windows and vents cracked, then there's a bit of moisture build up. So I like to get rid of it on the front windscreen and sometimes on the back windows so that we don't get any moisture building up in the van. Now, butt. Can you not knock that off? Hey, leave it. My little helper. Hey. So we're at 82%. There's 400 watts of solar blankets there, and in the winter sun, with sort of just angling them as best as we can towards the sun, we're getting about 250-260 watts out of them. Matt does plan to make some fold up stands so that we can actually angle them, tilt them, because at the moment obviously they're sitting up like that, but he's going to make some stands so that we can tilt them, which will give us even further gain in winter out of them. But we would be lost without those, because during the day I just move them around the van as the sun moves, and as you can see the sun is so low in the sky, like it is never above us in winter, and that is why our solar on the roof, it hardly gets any sunshine because the sun just does not get high enough. So these have been a game changer in helping us stay charged up, and as long as we get beautiful sunny days like today, we are in luck. And this is my other wee man that we're looking after at the moment, hey? So it's a bit of a funny one because we are sleeping in the van, but because we're house sitting, we are spending most of our time in the house. So we're cooking our meals in the house, we're hanging out with the cats in the house, and then in the evening we just head out to the van and sleep out there. I still spend a bit of time out there each day. Sometimes I'll go out there and sit in the sunshine, or I'll do a little bit of my office work out there, but I definitely spend the majority of my day around the house doing my wee domestic things, looking after the chickens and bits and pieces around the yard. So it's kind of a funny one. It doesn't really feel like van life completely because we're not cooking in there, we're not living out of there. We have luxuries like being able to take a longer shower inside and being able to use the laundry facilities, all that sort of stuff, and obviously a bigger kitchen and everything. We could of course be sleeping inside. We have chosen to stay in the van to our friends' amusement because the van is now our home. And you know that feeling when you go away on a holiday or you're away for a work trip or something, and there is just no better feeling than getting home and falling into your own bed and it's just heaven. Well, our own bed from our house is in our van and we get to have that with us wherever we go. The other thing is that this lifestyle is still very much a novelty for us. We didn't want to just kind of like park it up, leave it and live in the house. We are excited about our van life, even though we're slowly easing ourselves into it. It's a nice feeling as a homebody to have my own home right there. So when I just feel like I just want to be in my own space and completely chill out, being able to have that right there on the doorstep is really nice as well. Probably going to do a little bit of journaling, and then because it's nice and cold outside, I'm going to leave some of my chores for later, and I might get a bit of office work done this morning.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
I'm currently working on a really cool project for my photography business, Heidi Horton Photography. Years ago, I used to do full day workshops. So they were photography workshops. You could be like an amateur photographer, someone that's wanting to get into photography, or someone that just had a camera and didn't know how to use it. They'd come along to my workshop, spend a full day with me, and we would go over all of the things. And then I eventually turned that into an online photography course. In the end, both of those models, I ended up kind of phasing them out. I've had this idea stewing away for a wee while. Why not put everything that I know about photography into a magazine style photography guide? Something that can sit on people's coffee tables, they can flick through, they can take it with them when they head out with their camera and have a play. They can work through it at their own pace, they can come back to it. It's easy, they don't have to jump into an online portal and find the bit that they're working on. It's all right in front of them. They can dog ear pages, write notes on it, and I'm creating it for anyone that wants to take better photos. So it doesn't matter whether it is a content creator that is using their cell phone, a mum that just wants to take better pictures on their phone of their kids, or someone that is really wanting to get into photography or has an SLR camera, sitting there gathering dust, they have never used it on manual mode, that sort of thing. So as you can tell, really passionate about it, and that is the project that I'm working on this winter in my business, and it has been so much fun collating all my information, just adding to that and putting photos to all the words and just trying to make it as visually beautiful as possible. I'm going to do a little bit more in here, and then I'm going to head outside and get some fresh air.
Find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry.
I usually like to be doing 3 or 4 workouts a week, and then I was running as well, but since my half marathon I have not been able to run. My knee has been playing up and I've obviously done a little bit of damage to it. So instead I've just been concentrating on strength training, and I'd really like to get back on my mountain bike, but currently that is down in Southland. But since I had the flu, which I talked about in my last vlog, I haven't been able to do a workout. I'm hoping maybe next week I can kick back into it. I just haven't been able to shake this cough, and I know that if I try to do a bit of cardio right now, I just end up in coughing fits as it is. But even just going for our daily walks has been really nice. 92%. That feels so good. It's so nice to be able to have a shower without worrying about running out of water. Matt's home from work. So what do we have to do, Matt?
Get some lunch and then take the dog for another walk and pick up our click and collect groceries.
Do some chores?
Yeah. Come on.
So Matt, you haven't been featuring in the vlogs very much recently.
I've been working. So I've been starting work at 7:30 in the morning and working through till whenever I finish, and that's Monday through Saturday. And we are converting a dairy farm into an apple orchard, about 250 hectares worth, so pretty big job. About 100 staff there at the moment. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying doing something a bit different from what I've been doing for the last 20 odd years. It's still a bit of mechanical stuff in there, which is good. Bit of diversity.
Hey.
So just doing this for a short-term contract of 3 months, just to earn a bit of money over winter while we're doing some house sitting anyway. And yeah, this will fund our tripping around for summer.
Come on, dude. Thanks so much for watching and joining us on this random Saturday in winter. See you next time on Horden Adventures.